Hey everyone, welcome to another video. So today we are in our Tomcat and we are going to be doing a little missile test. There's been a lot of differences or changes in the Phoenix recently, and so I want to revisit the Phoenix. So there should be a bandit about what are you at, man? Okay, we're gonna shoot at 70 miles.
We've got a bandit, Bra. 005, 71 miles, 35,000.
Alright, great. So this is the Mark 47 rocket motor with the Alpha variant seeker head. We launched at 70 miles at 35,000 feet, and the Bandit is at co-altitude to us. So we're at 52,000-ish feet, and we were around 2,100 knots, so not bad at all. And we're still climbing, passing at 64,000 feet, and we were around 1770 knots. Alright, we are passing Angels 70 at around 1600 knots. Okay, we're starting to slow down now. 1500 knots at Angels 72. And we're starting to fall. Alright, Angel 70 at 1400 knots. $1,300 knots, 1,350 knots at 60. We haven't gone pit. Oh, we just are starting to go pit bull. Yep, the Bandit is starting to maneuver. We're at 43,000 feet and we're around 1,200 knots. So we're doing all right. We might actually hit this guy. Yeah, looks like we'll hit him. Nice. So, yeah, that was actually impressive. I kind of thought it was going to miss, but one thing I do think that I've noticed so far is that the missile definitely does not have as much drag as it used to. Alright, so let's switch out to the Mark 60. Alright, same setup. Get our master arm up. Altitude hold. Go ahead and set it up, and we'll select our Phoenix missile.
Bandit, 005,
right,
74 miles, 35,000.
Once we hit 70, we'll launch. And launching. There we go. Missiles off. Alright, so this one's got a much larger rocket engine. I would expect this will probably also hit. But it'll probably be a little bit more dangerous because it's powerful. We're already at 50,000 feet at 2,500 knots. And it looks like we maxed out around 2,600 knots, which is a little bit faster. Looks like we're still headed up. We're starting to get to the top of the parabola, though. Passing 66,000 feet at 2,000 knots. Let's see if we can, yeah, so we can see the target up in front of us. We're at 1,800 knots at Angel 60. We haven't gone pitbull yet. Pitbull at about 1,580 knots. About 43,000 feet, a little higher than that. I think we lost it. Looks like he may have notched it. Yeah, it looks like he may have notched it. Yeah, well, it's still a lot faster, but he did notch it, it looks like. A little disappointing. But yeah, it was still pretty dangerous missile, and definitely an improvement over the, what was it, Mark 47 motor. So let's go take a look at the Charlie variant. All right, so this is our last missile launch for this particular variant, or this particular launch configuration. But we are still at 35, Angels 35. We're gonna shoot at 70 miles.
Bandit 005, 75 miles, 35,000.
Alright, we're getting there. Come on. Alright, launching now. And this is the smokeless variant with the digital. So I expect this to perform identical to the Mark 47 Alpha, but I could be wrong. So we are hitting Angels 45 now at 1,900 knots, and we were at 21 before we dropped. So we started dropping. So it looks like we are around 2,100 knots maximum speed at this altitude with these particular launch parameters. Alright, passing Angel 70 at around 1,500 knots, a little over 1,500 knots. Just hit the top of our parabola at Angel 75, around 1,368 knots, and we can see our target. Just waiting to see when it starts maneuvering and figuring out what that speed is. The speed that we're at, the missile. So we're falling back down towards the target. 1,300 knots. Alright, maneuvering, so about 1,272, so about 1,272 knots is when we went pitbull at around 44,000 feet, I guess. Yeah, and then this behavior is interesting to me, where it kind of switches back and forth. I don't know if that's because it's trying to keep acquisition, or what the case, but it's so high it doesn't really matter. He's gone cold and is running away. We're still at 800 knots, so we're actually going a little faster than him, but this is definitely not the preferred way. Oh, he's gonna escape. Oh yeah, he'll escape this. Basically flying in formation. Still tracking him though. It's not gonna catch him, but still chasing him. Yeah, but we're only at around 400 knots now, so we're just gonna fall into the ocean. There's no question there. He's definitely gotten away from us. But it looked like it did a slightly better job of tracking the target. All right, so let's go try a different set of launch parameters. All right, so we are back. I'm gonna go ahead and set our aircraft up. We're gonna go ahead and do our master arm going here, and we are gonna launch at 50 miles.
There's I see it. Yep, bandit.
We are at Angels 30.
005, 53 miles, 30,000.
Go ahead and start the launch here, around 50 miles. And this is our Alpha variant with the Mark 47 rocket motor. Alright, so we're already passing 1800 knots at Angels 37. We're at 42, Angels 42 at just under 2,000 knots. Alright, we can see the bandit in front of us. We are at Angels 50, still climbing, and we were just under 1,400 knots. Alright, we're at the top of our parabola. We are now coming down. We're at Angels, just past Angels 50 at 1,100 knots. I'm waiting for Pitbull so we can check our speed. We were at Pitbull right around 970 knots. So I'm not expecting this to hit. But the actions of the Phoenix seem much smoother than they were the last time I was flying in the Tomcat, which was probably around the same time I made the last video. It might hit him. Nope. Close. Very close. Alright, let's go check out the same seeker head, but with the Mark 60 motor. Alright, let's get this going. Get our altitude hold out. Go ahead and select our Phoenixes. That on, and RTID. Alright, cool. We are going for a 50-mile launch.
Bandit, raw,
At
005,
30.
55 miles, 30,000.
Come on, getting there. And go ahead and start the launch sequence. Alright. So this missile has significantly more, as we all know. So we are, I'm expecting slightly faster speeds. So we're passing 2,000 knots at 40. All right, we peaked out at about 2,400 knots, and we're still climbing. Past 48, Angels 48. And we're finally dropping, so we're beyond the maximum of our parabola, and we're at around 1,700 knots at a little under Angels 48. All right, you can see our bandit. Now we're just going to wait for maneuvering. Maneuvering at a little over 1260 knots. So it's a lot faster. Yeah, Seeker Head is definitely a little better now. The tracking that they're doing, it's definitely more smooth. It's not as jerky. Will we hit him? Yep, we hit him. Very good. Alright, so let's try it with the A now. Alright, so we have the Charlie variant now. I think I misspoke a second ago and said A. Get our altitude hold going here. And we get our
We've got a Bandit. 005, 71 miles. Correction, 57 miles.
Yeah,
30,000.
A big correction there, buddy. Alright, we're gonna launch at 50 miles, just like the other ones. And launching. This I expect to act just like the first missile, but maybe a little bit more aggressive with the Seeker Head. We'll see. Let's see what our max speed is. About 2,000 knots, so that's about right. And we are already at Angels 45, right around our max speed. Let's see where the top of our parabola is. We're already at about 1,500 knots at 51, at Angels 51. Oh, we can see our Bandit now. Alright, we're about 1,300 knots at the top of our parabola, and when we start maneuvering, that will be right around, I'm gonna guess right around 1,000 to 900. Maneuvering right around 1,000. Yep, 1,071. We're already at just past 900 knots. Passing 800 knots. I don't think we're gonna hit him. We might hit him. Hit him! There we go. Yeah, so the Phoenix seems to be more capable than it used to be. Alright. Alright, so this will be our last set of launches.
Alright, man.
Alright.
I have a lock. Target, 34 miles.
34, we're gonna do 30 miles with an STT and see how that works. Alright, here we go. 30 miles, STT lock. I'm gonna guess he is already maneuvering. Alright, when we burn out, our max speed is around 1,750 knots. Just a little under that. He's maneuvering. And our missile is going back and forth. I don't think it's going to come close. Interesting behavior. Still locked on. We're only 400 knots, so it's pretty done. All right. Well, we'll try the larger rocket motor now. All right, let's get set up here. All right, we want STT lock. Target ahead.
I have a lock. Target 34 miles.
All right. We're gonna go for 30 miles. So right now. There we go. This is our larger rocket engine. Let's see what our max speed is when we burn out. Just past, just under 2,000 knots. He's maneuvering. Might get a lot closer with him. I don't think it's gonna hit him though. Nope. No dice. Good dodge though. Alright, let's do this with our last missile and come to a conclusion. Alright, last one. Let's go ahead and get our stuff set up. We're gonna go into our Phoenix missile.
Copy.
Be that target lock.
Got him locked. Target,
right.
33 miles.
Go ahead and start launching now. Alright, and let's see where our max speed is. I'm gonna guess right around 1600, 1700. Yep, right in the middle. 1660-ish. Alright. We're maneuvering. He may have... Oh. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this going side to side like that. It's gonna bleed off a lot of speed. We're already at 500 knots. We're not going to hit this guy. Unless he keeps coming this way. If he maneuvers, he'll die. If he does not maneuver, he'll die. If he maneuvers, he'll survive, probably. Or we'll barely miss him. There you go. Alright. So, yeah. Kind of expected that. Alright, so in closing, it looks like the missiles are a little bit more capable than they were the last time I did this. It also looks like a lot of the drag issues from the guidance, you know, making it move back and forth a lot in TWS mode have been fixed. That's also great. But as always, get as high as you can before you launch. And even if you're pretty close, at 30 miles, you still need to be relatively high because that drag, even with the Mark 60, is really quite bad. So, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.